In our daily lives, we often hope to receive respect from others, whether in our family, workplace, or social circles. Respect is not something that just comes. It must be earned and maintained through our actions, attitudes, and habits. Unfortunately, many people unknowingly do bad habits that actually damage their own image and make others lose respect for them. Respect is one of the important aspects of human social life. Without respect, relationships between individuals become fragile. Communication is ineffective and social interactions become unpleasant. When someone is not respected, they tend to have difficulty in building social networks, gaining trust, and achieving good opportunities in their careers and personal lives. Many people assume that respect is something that is automatically given, when in fact it is not. Instead, respect must be fought for through consistent attitudes and behaviors that reflect positive values. A study shows that people who have integrity, honesty, and a sense of responsibility are more respected than those who often violate social norms or display impolite behavior. However, there are many bad habits that are often done without realizing that can actually make others lose respect for us. These habits can be small actions, such as being late for appointments, or something bigger, such as a habit of lying or not keeping commitments. Unfortunately, even though these habits may seem small, the impact they have on how others perceive us can be huge. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 bad habits that can make others lose respect for us. By recognizing and avoiding these habits, we can build a better image and gain respect from the people around us. 1. Frequent lying. Lying is one of the fastest bad habits to destroy a person's respect. When someone lies frequently, they will lose the trust of those around them. Once someone is known to lie frequently, it is difficult for them to regain the trust that has been lost. Others will start to question every word they say, and will even be reluctant to interact with them. Honesty is the foundation of healthy relationships, whether in a family, friendship, or work environment. If someone is known to be a liar, then people will start to doubt every word they say. Even in situations where they are telling the truth, others will still be suspicious. Broken trust takes a long time to repair, and in many cases, not everyone is willing to give a liar a second chance. The habit of lying can come in many forms, from small, seemingly harmless lies to big lies that have serious consequences. Some people lie to avoid trouble, while others do it for personal gain. However, regardless of the reason behind the lie, the impact is the same: loss of respect and trust from others. In addition to damaging interpersonal relationships, lying can also have negative impacts on oneself. Someone who is used to lying often has to remember the lies they have made so as not to get caught in contradictions. This can be a big mental burden and cause unnecessary stress. In addition, lying can also cause feelings of guilt that ultimately damage a person's emotional well-being. Overcoming the habit of lying requires a commitment to always speak honestly in various situations. If someone finds it difficult to stop lying, they can try asking themselves before speaking: is this true? Does this need to be said? Will this have a positive impact? By considering these questions, a person can begin to train themselves to be more honest in everyday life. In the end, lying may feel like a shortcut to avoid problems, but in reality it will only create more problems in the future. By building a habit of telling the truth and avoiding lies in any form, a person can maintain the respect of those around them and build healthier and more lasting relationships. 2. Not keeping promises. One bad habit that often makes someone lose respect from others is not keeping promises. When someone often makes promises but never keeps them, people around them will start to lose trust. Broken promises show a lack of responsibility and concern for others. Keeping promises is not only about maintaining self-image, but also about showing respect for other people's time and feelings. When someone often breaks their promises, people will start to consider them unreliable and reluctant to work with them. This can have negative impacts both in personal and professional life. To avoid this bad habit, someone should be more careful in making promises. Don't make promises if you are not sure you can keep them. If you are forced to cancel a promise, provide a clear reason and apologize sincerely. This attitude will show that someone still has a sense of responsibility, even though they cannot fulfill the promise. One way to be more responsible in keeping promises is to write down every commitment you make. Using a reminder or calendar can help ensure that promises are not forgotten. In addition, it is important not to make promises impulsively or just to please others. Ultimately, keeping promises is part of building a strong and trustworthy character. People who are known as people who always keep their promises will gain the respect and trust of those around them. By committing to speaking and acting honestly, a person can improve his or her reputation and gain more opportunities in various aspects of life. 3. Not respecting other people's time. Time is a very valuable asset, and when someone doesn't respect other people's time, it can be a big reason why people lose respect for them. Habits like being late, canceling appointments without a reason, or procrastinating for no apparent reason can make others feel disrespected. Someone who is often late to meetings or appointments sends the message that other people's time is not important. This can create frustration and distrust, especially in a professional environment where punctuality is highly valued. In addition, procrastinating and missing deadlines also shows unprofessionalism. Coworkers and superiors will get annoyed if they have to wait for someone to complete their tasks, especially if the delay is affecting other people. This can reduce trust and lower a person's credibility in the workplace. In a social setting, someone who frequently cancels appointments without a reason can also lose respect from their peers. Others may feel that they don't truly value their relationships and end up being reluctant to spend time with them. To avoid this habit, a person must be more disciplined in managing their schedule and try to respect other people's time as they would like their time to be respected. Respecting time is not only about arriving on time, but also about giving attention and seriousness in every interaction. One way to increase respect for time is to have good time management. Using a calendar or reminder to schedule activities, estimating the time needed to complete tasks, and avoiding delays are some steps that can be applied. If you really have to be late or cancel an appointment, let the person know as soon as possible with a clear reason and a sincere apology. By improving this habit, a person will be more respected and trusted by the people around him. Respecting other people's time is a simple form of respect, but it has a big impact on building healthy and harmonious relationships. 4. Being rude and disrespectful. Rudeness is one of the quickest bad habits to lose respect from others. When someone frequently speaks in a high tone, interrupts, uses derogatory words, or acts in an abusive manner, people around them will start to distance themselves. This attitude shows a lack of empathy and concern for the feelings of others. Not only in direct interactions, rudeness can also be seen in written communication, such as in text messages, emails, or social media. Sarcastic, sharp, or hurtful comments can give the impression that someone doesn't care about others, which ultimately makes them lose respect. People who are often rude are usually shunned in social and professional settings. In the workplace, for example, someone who frequently speaks in a high tone to coworkers or cannot take criticism well will have a hard time gaining the trust of their team. In friendships and family, rudeness can create tension and strain relationships. One of the main reasons why someone is rude is a lack of emotional control. Often, uncontrolled anger or frustration makes a person speak or act without thinking about the impact it will have on others. Therefore, it is important to learn to manage emotions well, so as not to fall into this bad habit. To avoid being rude, one must start by understanding the importance of good communication. Speaking in a softer tone, listening attentively to others, and showing empathy in every interaction will help build healthier relationships. In addition, it is important to always think before speaking, making sure that the words used do not hurt or demean others. By avoiding rudeness and trying to always respect others in every interaction, a person will find it easier to build good relationships and gain respect from those around them. 5. Irresponsibility. The last bad habit that often makes someone lose respect from others is a lack of responsibility. Someone who is irresponsible often avoids their obligations, blames others for their own mistakes, and is unreliable in various situations. Lack of responsibility can be seen in various aspects of life, from work to personal relationships. For example, in the work environment, An employee who often avoids tasks or delays work will be difficult to respect by colleagues and superiors. They are considered unreliable and have no commitment to their work. In personal life, someone who is irresponsible towards their family, for example, not fulfilling promises to their children or spouse, will also lose respect from those closest to them. This attitude reflects indifference and a lack of integrity in living life. Avoiding responsibility can also damage the trust that has been built. If someone often does not fulfill commitments or avoids the consequences of their actions, then others will be reluctant to trust them and consider them an unreliable individual. As a result, the person will lose many opportunities in their social and professional life. To regain the respect of others, it is important for us to start taking responsibility for our own actions and decisions. Keeping promises, admitting mistakes, and being honest and consistent in all things are important steps in rebuilding trust and respect from those around us. By avoiding the 5 bad habits discussed in this text, frequent lying, breaking promises, disrespecting others' time, being rude, and being irresponsible, we can improve ourselves and earn greater respect from those around us. Change may not happen overnight, but with consistent effort, we can become better people and be more respected by others.